Hello everyone, my name is Brittany. I am 31 years old and I have stage 4 cancer. And during all of this, I have been trying to navigate the dating scene, well, online dating in specific, for the past year. And let me tell you, dating in your 30s in general is not easy. It is hard because you see all of your friends and they're all getting married and stuff like that, and you kind of want that, right? But it's challenging. Like, I feel like sometimes a lot of the good people are already taken, if you know what I mean. Or like you still experience people like not wanting to settle down, or people that are trying to like rush into things and do things too fast. Like, it's really challenging to date in your 30s in general and just like meet new people. You're not in a school environment anymore and you have to really put yourself out there, and it's not easy. And especially being like a cancer patient myself, like I don't look like I have cancer, but having to tell people like, hey, do you want to date me? I have cancer. That's also something that's really challenging to do. But honestly, that is not the reason why I'm stopping online dating. I am stopping online dating because my overall experience has not been very great. I feel like it is so easy to just swipe and swipe and swipe on people, and you don't really get to know who they are. And also, like, there's always a next best option, which is something that's really just, I don't know, like, it makes people not want to settle down. It's also really hard to figure out, like, who's on the dating apps to be serious and who's not serious. So once you find somebody that you're like attracted to, you like their profile, which is also hard to find because there's people that put like, I call them like one-liners. They put just like one line in their bio and just like hope that their attraction will like get them swipes. Anyways, once you find somebody that you're attracted to, you like their bio, you like their information, whatever, then you have to start a conversation with them. And even at that point, like once you try to start a conversation with them, a lot of people don't even respond. A lot of people don't even reply. It's so hard just to initially get that engagement. And once you get that engagement or you get that response, then trying to hold a conversation with an absolute stranger, some people are really good at it. Myself, I'm not so great at it. But once you finally get the conversation going, then it's like, okay, who's taking the initiative to like plan the date? Like, I would rather obviously like the man to offer to like take me on a date. However, if I notice that it's taking a little bit of a while, like I'm not afraid to also like initiate that, like, hey, we should see each other, like we should go out or something like that. But even at that, then like just planning something and the follow through. Like a lot of times ends up happening is you put something on the calendar and you plan something, and like that day or like a couple days before, it ends up getting canceled or rescheduled or something. And anyways, yeah, that's a whole mess. But nonetheless, I was able to get quite a few dates. But from there, you show up to the date, people don't look like their pictures. And I know I don't want to sound like shallow or anything like that, because it's totally not, it's not like that. Like, I'm a Christian and like overall, like that's not all what I'm looking for. Like, I'm looking for somebody with like good values and morals and stuff like that too, what's on the inside. So I'm not just looking for looks, but you get there nonetheless. They don't look like their pictures, and it kind of throws you for a little bit. Typically what happens with me is I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll brush it off. But I have been catfished. I have been in a situation where somebody's like, yeah, that's not me at all. Like, that was my cousin. I just thought that nobody would swipe on me if it was me. And I was like, okay, like, but that's a whole other story for a different day about me being catfished. But anyways, so then you have to sit there with a stranger, and typically, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of it's like coffee dates or like boba dates or whatever, and all of the conversations just blend in together. They are the same conversations. What do you do for work? What are your hobbies? They're all the same. They're all the same questions. You know what I mean? How many siblings do you have? Are you close with your family? Like, these are important things to know, but also I feel like the depth of the conversation is really hard to get to when you're just like getting to know somebody. Therefore, the dates can kind of be a little bit boring sometimes. Now, I did have like a really fun date where we went out and got drinks and we went to karaoke after, and that was really fun, but like I just wasn't feeling the romantic connection, and I was a little bummed because that was actually a really, really fun date that I had. So I ended up just like, after all of the experiences, just like kind of running into the same issue of just like everything sounding the same and just like everything being the same after already meeting the obstacle. I ended up just deleting all of my dating accounts. I had like Bumble, I had Hinge, I tried like Coffee Meets Bagel, like I've tried Christian Mingle, I've tried a bunch of the different apps. So I kind of know like they tend to all be about the same. And you know what? There's the same people on the same apps as well. Like that's what I also realized is like you go on Bumble and then you go on Hinge and you have the same matches. You have the same people that you were just talking to on one app, you're swiping on another app and they're there. Like it's all the same people. But anyways, so I decided, I was like, okay, I'm gonna, stop this online dating. And I was online dating for like almost a year. Yeah. And so I stopped online dating, and then I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna join some activities. So I started getting involved in stuff. I got involved on a softball team through my church. I ended up having like 3 guys from the softball team like reach out to me. I was interested in one of them. However, like that didn't end up going through. He felt like we didn't have a romantic connection. He ended it, right? So, but what that did lead me to the conclusion, wait, is that a word? Is that phrase make sense? That led me to the conclusion. There we go. That led me to the conclusion that the theory of meeting people in person still triumphs it all, because we met on a softball team, so we already have some common ground. We already have some like basic foundation of rapport, and conversation isn't awkward, and it's not, you don't have that like weird hesitancy as well. I also met somebody else out when I was dancing one night, and I met them in person. We were a good match. However, again, I wasn't feeling the romantic chemistry there. And you can't force that, I feel. Like I tried, I did, but again, so the 2 instances where I felt like I had the best experiences were people that I did meet out in person. However, it is really hard to like go meet people in person. And I will say the 2 times that I did meet people in person, I was the one that actually went and made the initiative, not the guy. I was the one that went and approached them. I was the one that kind of like, I don't know, like guided the situation, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't the one that like, well, one of the times I asked them on the first date, but the other time they asked me on the first date, but regardless, anyways, I had to put myself out there. I had to get the courage. I had to get the strength to go out there. And though, yeah, although these experiences didn't work out for me in the end, I am 100% convinced that meeting people in person through hobbies, through activities is a way better option. Right now, I am not involved in anything, and I am like, oh my gosh, okay, like, how am I gonna find my person? But I'm also kind of taking a break right now. If God decides to send me my man through the freaking heavens or whatever, like I'm open to it. But I'm not involved in any activities right now. But that was my experience, and my experience over the summer as well, getting to know people like in person versus online. And I'm not going back online ever again. Not gonna do it. I'm just gonna be patient with it. And even though the pressure's on because I'm in my 30s now, no, online dating is not for me. Let me know how you feel about online dating in the comments. Let me know your experiences. Let me know if you've ever been catfished like myself in the comment section, because I always love those stories. Those are good stories, the catfishing stories. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.